Hello everybody and welcome to Call of the Sea. My name is Jeff, you can call me Jeff. This looked like a fun sort of adventure game that I got a little while back and have been wanting to play, so I thought we'd check it out. Subtitles on. Let's go.
What was that? What are those voices?
Log, a family heirloom. Oh, I'm in control. Look at this place. Looks like I should swim that way. I don't swim very fast. Then again,
Where am I?
maybe I'm dreaming.
I know this place. I've been here before.
There's a door. Clock.
I've been here my entire life. I'm trapped in here. These stairs. I'm climbing these stairs again. I need to get out. The voices are calling me. My old music box. It's broken. I have to fix my old music box. I have to get it. I have to... Those horrible dreams again. I've had them repeatedly ever since my mother died and left me that music box in her will. Harry always said that old family heirloom had something to do with my family's strange disease. If the doctors won't give us an answer about your illness, I'll search for one myself, you said. And in that search, it seems you lost yourself. I don't think I'd ever...
Pardon me, madam, but the island is in sight. We'll be lowering the boat in just a minute.
Oh, thank you so much, Captain Hodgson. I'll be right out.
Nice.
All right. Time to gather my things.
Time to gather my things. So from what I can tell from the store description and trailer, this is going to be a lot like Myst. We're going to be solving puzzles and trying to solve a mystery.
It's not exactly a 12-foot tub, but you can't always get what you want.
But if you try real hard...
It's a relief that I don't need it to walk anymore.
Oh. So yeah, very much like Myst. We're gonna be on an island solving puzzles, trying to figure out where the person who disappeared went.
Merveilles de mer du Sud. Marvels of the Southern Seas, I think.
Tahiti. Ah. Diary. Also very Myst-like.
Ah, the amazing adventures of Norah Everhart, art teacher.
Curious things from my journey. Norah, remember this. The house. Change section, change page. Notes and log. Okay. Wait, November 1st, October. Okay, it goes back to July. It's been a month since I received Harry's last letter. It was postmarked San Francisco and mentioned the answer to my illness might be found in the Pacific Ocean. I'm hoping his silence is only due to a delay in the postal service. July 14th. Last night I had another of my vivid dreams, but this time something was different. I saw a strange island looming in the distance. In the heart of the island, a huge stone obelisk rose up before a mist-shrouded mountain. I woke up drenched in sweat. September 16th. I keep waking up to odd dreams in the middle of the night. Still no news from Harry, and it's been 3 months already. Damn this disease of mine. My husband is missing, and I can barely walk for a couple minutes without getting exhausted. October 10th. An enigmatic sentence written on a photo of my husband. An ancient stone relic that looks like a knife. A brass key with the letters CW engraved on it. All three were in a package I received yesterday, postmarked Tahiti. No sender. Find him. 74 nautical miles east of, can't read that quite, Otahiti? After leafing through a couple of history and geography books, I found that Otahiti was just the ancient name of Tahiti, the same place the package came from. What does all this mean? Anyway, my mind is made up. Even though I still feel woozy, I have to give it everything I've got. It won't be easy, but I'll find my husband, whatever it takes, even if it means going to the end of the world. October 14th. Following Harry's trail, I caught a train to San Francisco. In the Madison building, I found out that on May 25th, Harry bought 6 passages to Tahiti on the SS Carmel. Tahiti again. On a side note, I'm not sure if it's the fresh air or the sea breeze, but I feel much better. October 19th. First, I'll sail to Tahiti on an ocean liner. If I don't find Harry there, I'll have to find a ship that will take me to whatever is 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. This isn't going to be easy, or cheap either. October 23rd. I missed the sea so much after Harry and I moved to Denver. I love to sit on the deck and watch the moonlight playing on the water. It's so comforting. November 1st. I've finally arrived in Tahiti. Finding information about Harry's expedition is turning out to be a tough row to hoe. I think I must have walked all over Papit asking about them, but nobody seems to know anything. Sneaky Papit. About that place 74 miles east of Tahiti, some locals have mentioned an island, but they won't say anything else about it. It's like they think the place is cursed. I met an English sailor, Captain Hodgson. He knew some of the crew members of the Lady Shannon, a whaler. Apparently, the ship took an American expedition to the island east of Tahiti. According to Hodgson, it's been months since he last saw the Lady Shannon or its crew. Like every good sailor, the captain is superstitious. Do you think I'm mad? I'm not going to risk the lives of my crew by going to that cursed island, he said. November 4th. After 3 days of begging, I've managed to convince Captain Hodgson to take me close to the island. Save your money, Mrs. Everhart. Leaving me alone will be payment enough. I think there's a sweet, tender heart inside that grumpy old sailor. Alright, so that seems to be everything. 506 is our house number. Another book. To the South. Gifford.
After spending so much time reading this book, I think I've learned a thing or two about Polynesian culture.
Okay. Not gonna do any sleuthing with our magnifying glass.
Oh, I'd better cover up my hands before I leave the cabin. I wouldn't want anyone thinking I'm a circus freak.
Okay.
I love this song. I received a mysterious package at my house. I stored all its contents in my locked suitcase.
Oh. Huh.
Oh my, I have the worst memory. I forgot the
But it's
combination again.
5:06.
Thank goodness I always bring my journal with me to write things down.
5:06. Yep.
All right, now it's open.
So the thing that looks like a knife.
This strange and sharp relic came in the package I received at home.
Look around at it. Shiny. Take it.
Harry Everhart, my husband, my partner, and my dear old pal. A
There's a
brass
key.
with the letters CW engraved on it, and some enigmatic instructions.
All right. Take it.
I saw this island in one of my unsettling dreams. I drew it as soon as I woke up.
Ah. Okay, we're gonna take that too. I need this shirt.
We're all set, madam. The motorboat is ready.
What was I thinking when I brought all these dresses on this trip?
All right, they're all set.
I think I've overpacked.
Must be time to go, huh? Good.
I'm definitely going to miss this bed. Falling asleep to the ship's rocking was delightful.
All right, let's go.
Okay, Norah. From here on out, you're on your own.
How we get a title sequence.
Lower the motorboat. Be careful with Mrs. Everhart's equipment, lads.
Raw Fury. There it is.
We'll be back to pick you up in 3 days. I really hope you find your husband there, madam.
I hope it too. I'll see you in 3 days then.
But please be careful on that island. You know what the legends say about it.
I'll take care. Thank you, Captain Hudson.
74 miles east of Otahiti.
Well, here I am, in the middle of the ocean after traveling across half the world. Just miles away from where my husband is supposed to be. You left a year ago to search for a cure for my affliction. Your letters kept me close to you, but suddenly they stopped coming. What happened, Opal? What did you find? Whatever it was, it led you to hire a crew and set sail from San Francisco to Tahiti. And from there, to this place. An island in the middle of the Pacific that the locals refuse to even name.
It's like the one
Everything
from
is
the
familiar.
dream.
So familiar. As impossible as that may sound. Is this the island I dreamed about?
Sure
This
looks
can't
like
be a
it.
coincidence.
That was kind of cool. Title sequence there. Ready.
A breathtaking, idyllic island, surrounded by deadly reefs and protected with stakes to keep anybody from entering. Why? There's
Deadly
definitely
disease
something
comes to
strange
mind?
about this place. Okay, Harry. Let's see if I can find any trace of you around here.
Okay, so need the
I'll
bag.
leave my things in the boat until I find somewhere to camp.
Okay.
I know it's just resonance, but I do love listening to the sea in them. I know it's just resonance, but I do love listening to the sea in them.
Okay, so there's stuff that way. There was also stuff this way. Another shell. There's like drag marks.
A tent. So somebody was on this island recently. A miniature va'a, a Polynesian outrigger canoe. Beautifully crafted, too.
Checking stuff. There's a note.
A note written in French. I only understand 2 words. Île and mort. Island and death.
Yikes.
It must be a warning about the dangers of the island.
Yeah. Is that a, like, machete? Sheath? Oh. Curious things from my journey. Brass key with the letter CW engraved on it. New things in the log. Okay. Arrived on the mysterious island 74 miles east of Tahiti. The fishermen will be back to pick me up again in 3 days. I hope that's enough time to find you, dear old pal. Oh, I was wondering about the weird gaps left and stuff there. So something to fill in there. Unless I missed it. Okay. She's not gonna comment on these drag marks going that way. That.
I feel quite good. I dare say I might even walk a little faster than usual.
Right trigger to sprint.
Looks like it
Wow.
opens from the other side.
Trying to look between bars there a little. Alright. There's a path this way. You can go up to this thing. Right up to it.
These wooden figures are called unu. This seems to be telling a story.
Something in the water there? Like one? Yeah, there's like a hole in the mountain. Another one over there. Something over there. There's like some kind of big creatures. That's number 2, huh? Okay, before I get too far there, I want to go check out those drag marks. I want to get lost in the jungle here. Forget to come back. Where were these going? Big drums or pots or something? Spooky cave. Huh. That's it? No, that's not it. Ooh.
markings seem to represent the sea. I'll make a note of them in my journal. It might come in handy.
Okay. Notes. Represents the sea. Wonder if that'll help me read the markings. Those signs. Check around for any more. So, I don't see those markings here. Okay. And that one was number 2. Looked like a couple of big creatures.
An offering of mother of pearl. Quite valuable for the Polynesians.
I feel like I shouldn't walk up to the thing that looks like an altar. Whole lot of decorations. They've still got the spikes.
Clearly somebody wants to keep outsiders off this island.
Offering of flowers over here.
What a lovely flower offering.
Flowers, mother of pearl. We've seen 1 and 2. Here's 3. They dropped somebody in. Or... oh, they're on a boat now? They've got spears. Number 5. Huh. So this is our island. So somebody from somewhere else came over with arrows. Yikes. Okay. And it didn't look good. Ooh, boxes. CW on a key.
A carving tool.
Nice. Oh, I thought I could take it.
This box. CW. Those are the initials on the brass key.
How about that?
It opens it. So whoever sent me this key was here.
Okay, so there's something by the flower offering, huh?
This is starting to look like a scavenger hunt.
I like scavenger hunts. A log. That's strange. Polynesians don't use doors, much less mechanisms to protect the door. If I want to reach the inner island, I've got to open it. Norah dear, this is no ordinary island. I needed the key I received in the mysterious package to enter the island. What does this mean? What was in the picture again? It was, this. Something back, like go take something from the flower covering thing. I need this. Wouldn't let me take it still. So this isn't just gonna open
From
for
what
me.
I've read, the Polynesians don't need doors. So why build such a big one?
It's the monsters, Norah. Oh,
Well, that did something.
yeah? Oh. There's a thing in this one. There's not a thing in this one.
Something's missing here.
Yeah. The lever mechanism is missing its cover, and over on the other side there's a cover. Alright, so they said they left it by the flower offering. Under this. Nice.
Well, look what's hidden here.
Take. Anything sneaky over here that I missed? None of the stones are a different color, at least.
It works.
Cool. What's in here? I feel like I shouldn't step on those or something. What a jungle. Should I close it behind me for defense? Can I pull these again? No.
This may be the first time I trespass a private property. My childhood in Newburyport wasn't exactly the most thrilling thing.
Newburyport. I can hear water. By the way, I saw this game is out in VR too. If you have a VR headset and want to explore this kind of game like that. Wow. To see there. There's stuff.
Is that Harry?
Back in June.
You were here. You were here and I found you, damn it. Where are you now? Where is everybody? Where did you and all your crew go?
I can look at. Must not be anything on the back of it. Harry was on this island, and I hope he's still here. I found a photo with all the expedition members, and I think I vaguely recognize some of them from the letters he sent me, but where did they go? Did they set up camp somewhere?
Lady Shannon? That name sounds familiar. I'd better check my journal.
It's the name of the ship. What's that? X. Ship Lady Shannon, cargo 6 people, fragile instruments, several boxes of equipment, weapons and explosives, and supplies for 3 weeks. Alright. Path off that way. There's stuff right here.
A
What
mechanical
is
build?
this?
That doesn't fit in with Polynesian traditions either.
Okay. Huh. I probably know some of these symbols, right?
This reminds me of those slot machines that Harry and I saw at the Atlantic City Pier. But a Polynesian version.
So, water. Probably need to find something before I can do that. Look out for more of those symbol markers. Okay. weird place. Probably going to be saying that a lot.
It's been years since I took such a long walk. This fresh air is doing me wonders.
I'm sure it's not the island. Some mysterious magic related to it. Okay. I'm gonna get hopelessly lost since there's no map.
I can feel the air is denser here in this mangrove swamp.
Another offering out there. The air is denser. There's a marker. Can I walk in the water? No. Ugh, sparkly though. Cool.
Rays of sunlight shining through. Another symbol.
So, sunlight? Ah. Found the missing piece to open the door. It opened the entrance to a mangrove swamp in the inner island. I'm cut off from the heart of the island by a strange mechanical bridge over a river. Someone went to a lot of trouble to keep people away from this place. So, sunlight looks like that. Water looks like that. Probably need more of these.
Now that I've crossed half the world, I wouldn't mind crossing the other half. But I have to do it with you, old pal.
Another red marker.
This sort of pond is a Polynesian fishing technique. There's another symbol inside it.
So that one is fish. Okay. Huh. Ooh, look at that sunshine coming through the trees. Alright, is there... Probably not a map. Okay, we can go uphill. Ah,
What a
Mountain.
beautiful mountainous landscape.
that's what the spikes are. Mountain, sunfish, water. Down that way. Going this way. So this is... Okay, I circled back around to the camp. Oh. Sun, birds, mountain, waterfish. That's 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 symbols. 5 things. So we just need to know what the birds are. And I thought there was one path we didn't take back here. Wait, that's the door. That's not the path at all. Path went. Oh, I guess it didn't circle back. Well, kind of circle. This is where we circled back to, though. We went that way first. I don't think. Yeah, there's the fishing. I need one with birds. This is the sunshine one. Okay, we got that from this direction. Right, this way. Sunshine. I can hear the birds. I wonder if there's a bird one or if birds are the only other symbol. So we just are supposed to guess at it. Must look like a symbol on the rock there. See what I mean? I can hear birds. Just gonna have to make a guess at the symbol, I guess. So sunshine, bird, mountain, water, fish. Ooh. All right, sunshine was this one. Sunshine, bird. Was this one the mountain? Yeah, mountain. Sunshine, bird, water. No, sunshine, bird, mountain, water, fish. This one's gotta be water. Which was this, and then fish was this one. So, what do you guess? Bird?
Well, I guess I hit the jackpot.
Aha!
That's my ticket across the river then.
Did it give me bird? No, it didn't.
Steady now.
That's not freaky. Figured out the symbols that were needed to open the bridge. Sun, birds, a mountain, the sea, and fish. Now it's time to cross the bridge and venture deep into the island. I'm still thinking I was supposed to find the bird symbol somewhere. Ooh, bugs. It's getting dark. I got an achievement there. Finished, that was just the prologue, I think.
I've lost track of the time.
That was chapter 1 then. The Everheart Expedition. Can I go back? Might let me.
Wow, what is this place? I'd better have a look around this abandoned village. Harry's crew might have stayed here.
Yeah? Oh, cool. Look at those rocks. Looks like a giant door, almost. Ooh. Something goes in there.
This enormous stone slab looks like a mechanism to get up to the outcrop.
Oh, look, it's an elevator.
Something missing here.
Yeah. Path through the jungle led to an abandoned campsite, set up in the remains of an old village. Could this be where Harry's expedition stopped? It's a campsite? I didn't see. This is interactable.
A tiki, like something straight out of an adventure novel.
Took note of that. Nice. I also want to go back and find the bird.
The Everhard
Almost.
expedition. They set up camp here.
The fact I can get back here doesn't mean I should. Okay. I feel like I'm crouching. Like everything is taller than it used to be.
Polynesian man covered in tattoos. I'm not sure if he looks angry or scared. Well, what well?
That's not the button, Jeff. Into the back. Read. The guide doesn't want to be near the ruins. Why is he so afraid of that well? Well, well.
So now you believe in magic, old pal?
He gave one of these amulets to each of us. Only Harry kept his. An amulet. Do I get one? I should probably have one. I trust Harry. Another note. There's a box.
Fascinating.
These ancient geometric stone structures are not Polynesian. What purpose did they serve?
Looks like some of the crew members didn't get along too well. A forbidden ritual?
He's warning us about those ruins. He says that some sort of forbidden ritual took place here. Yikes. A shell.
Let me record it. So, you said you've been on this island before.
Yes. Some years ago. I made a rookie mistake. I detoured from my fishing route to go to what looked like a better spot. Less than an hour had gone. By when suddenly, my va'a, my canoe overturned. And I got this lovely souvenir from that mistake.
Heavens, what gave you that scar?
It's not a what, but a who. I don't know. I didn't get a good look at it. But it seemed like a sea creature I never seen. Anyway, I was lucky enough to reach that white sand beach. The one where we landed on the island. A man came 3 days later and got me out of there. He brought me to the port of Papeete without speaking a single word. Time passed, and I promised myself that I would go on with my life and forget about this damn island.
Why did you agree to return to the island then?
I need to know what happened to me, to discover the truth. I don't know if you get me.
Absolutely.
How about that? Harry had to intervene in an argument between the islander and a member of his crew. Polynesian man seems to be afraid of the rituals that took place in those ruins. And some sort of sea creature tipped his boat over. Got these giant fish head statues around places.
They're composed of 4 pieces.
A different one? It is. Okay, so go look at all those. Didn't look at this one, I don't think.
Could these tikis be some sort of guardians?
Those would be fun emotes in a multiplayer version of this. All kinds of papers.
This fella
July.
sounds pretty hot-headed.
July 14th. I came to this godforsaken island for just a few days, and it's been almost 2 weeks already of doing nothing. Is this rich jerk gonna open that hatch anytime soon? I'm not gonna wait for Mr. Know-It-All again like I did with the elevator. He'd better let me handle this situation. We brought dynamite for a reason. Jeez.
Blowing an ancient hatch with dynamite sounds like a fool's errand to me.
Ancient hatch explosives here. Detonator. 9.5 feet is a safe distance.
Ooh, looks like someone didn't like you very much, Harry.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm so clever. Nice.
I've never cared much for games of chance.
Huh? More pictures. Blech, hold still.
Looks like this fellow is a real heartbreaker. Quite a looker. A fashion model, maybe.
The best stuntman in Hollywood. That book looks like it could be helpful.
His
Not
real
gonna look at
name
that.
is Costas?
Costas Apostolou? From Los Angeles. In case of accident, notify Athanasius. Sorry, I'm gonna butcher a lot of the words. Rifle's missing.
They were packing a lot of heat when they came to this island, but they took all the guns with them. Very neat. Nice comb.
Got a T on it. What did I say in the corner? T88.
Who worries this much about their appearance in a place like this?
Basically a shaving kit. Did I open this? I did not. More guns.
I'm not sure what to expect on this island, but I hope I won't regret not having a gun.
Well, if it's the Predator, we should be fine. Right? Unarmed female.
Oh, damn it. Someone on the expedition died.
Maybe everyone, Norah.
What a delicate piece of craftsmanship.
That's 4 of those. There was a plan behind Harry's back to blow up an ancient door with dynamite. Yeah, but maybe don't. Sorry. I know the grave is over there. I want to be methodical, not miss stuff.
He seems confused, as if he was having a hard time writing this down.
If anyone needs me, I'll be in the medical tent up on the flat outcrop. After something, looks like it says the explosion. What happened? I'd better find out more about the... like it says, well? Notice he crossed off the explosion. So maybe 9.5 feet wasn't a safe distance? Guy?
They used the emblem as a headstone for Roy's grave. This one resembles a shark.
Oh, it's Roy. Spoilers. So I should have looked at it first. Roy Granger.
I never thought that this expedition would cause anybody's death. I'm sure Harry never thought so either. If he'd known this was going to happen, he'd never have come here.
American Dynamite.
A farewell message from a friend.
4 of a kind. Full house straight, 3 of a kind. I guess we'll have to finish our game in the afterlife. Rest in peace, Pally. They left the shovel, too. Guess I didn't think they'd need it.
Did they use all the dynamite?
Yeah.
Explosives. Looks dangerous.
Okay, is there anywhere else to go? I don't think so. Roy Granger, a member of Harry's expedition, died. There was a plan behind Harry's back to blow up an ancient door with dynamite. Got a shark. Okay. Still no bird. But it does look like maybe we got all the
I hadn't been
tikis.
close to a grave since my mother's burial. Shortly after she died, my lovely Dalmatian spots, as Harry used to call them, appeared. We thought it was nothing at first.
Alright, so we can go behind the houses this way or over toward the stones. Some weird visual flickering sometimes. The lighting. Is this just where the elevator would have taken us? Ooh. Big fish mouths. Maybe that's where the elevator would have taken us. Oh, there's more buildings up here.
I must have found the luxury huts. Pretty swanky.
Swanky. More boxes from the expedition. Oh, look. Tiki.
Look at him. Giddy as a schoolboy. Icor?
Ooze. It's pronounced Igor.
Interesting.
Ancient mechanism. Object inserted. Ruins. Ah, elevator up to, that looks like where they did the explosion.
Considering how poorly Harry draws, this isn't half bad.
Remains from old civilization. Related to disease?
More drawings.
Yeah. Elevator.
That Frank seems to feel guilty for whatever happened. I feel really bad for him.
Mr. Everhart, I still don't understand what happened. Roy knew just as well as you and me that the black ooze was highly volatile. I should never have believed him when he said he had your permission. I feel responsible for what happened. Frank. So the whatever that black stuff is
It's been ripped out of
explosive?
something else.
Oh.
I've seen Harry keep even restaurant checks for bookkeeping. He would never tear up a piece of valuable information.
Okay, so it's a jigsaw puzzle. We'll start with the corners, I guess. So this putting a corner up here. I don't know if we have all the corners. But this bit here. They seem to represent sea creatures. Okay, this looks like the bottom over here. Ooh, it'll fit right in there, won't it? And then this over here. That looks about right. This at the bottom. No. Is it? I guess it is. This one. We'll put down here. This one goes there. This fits right in there with the shark. I recognize the shark and the turtle so far. So over here, it's taller than I expected. I don't know why. The order of the symbols is important.
Got it.
All right. Different sea creatures. Where does it say that? Connection with each tiki. Order of the symbols is important. Family symbols. They seem to represent sea creatures, is what I read. Different sea creatures. So it's turtle, shark, ray, and octopus or squid. Okay, so what's what? Okay, I see like tentacles on that upper right one. Hmm.
You
Another
put together
whole,
quite an expedition, Harry. And all just for little old me.
what?
Where did you get this strange device, Harry?
Whoa. That goes, okay. Plus minus. I don't know what I'm trying for here.
I'm not really sure how this thingamajig works, or what to do with it. The Harry Everhard I know would never have given up on this. Something must have happened that kept him from solving it.
This is so frustrating. I know I'm close, but can't find the right combination.
Black
ooze.
In a telescope?
Focusing light on it to explode it.
Other planes of existence. That's bats.
After a specific alignment, this device concentrates the resonance wave spectrum in an optical impression. Observing the lenses will affect the subject's pineal gland, allowing them to gaze into other planes of reality outside the spectrum we consider our dimension. Huh. That's bats. Indeed.
This explains why the campsite is nearly abandoned.
For the others to pack up as fast as they can, we have to get to the black sand beach. Something's happened to the ship. Bring only what's indispensable. What's all these papers? Not important. Some kind of letter.
My dear old pal.
Ooh.
I know you won't ever read this letter, but I'm accustomed to writing you, and it comforts me in this strange place. This island is riddled with secrets. So many secrets. But I'm not only talking about mechanisms and contraptions, Norah. I dare say that something on the island clouds one's judgment. Otherwise, I don't have an explanation for Roy's actions. The man was arrogant, impulsive, and a little cocky, but he was no fool. We weren't friends by any means, but he didn't deserve what happened to him. Nobody deserves that. We may have made some progress in finding the cure for your illness, but at what price? I miss you so much, Norah. Harry.
He may not say it explicitly, but Harry blames himself for Roy's death. I know him too well. And I miss you too, Harry.
Can I turn this off again? So there's a particular alignment. It's 2 digits. And there's a size. That's as big as it gets.
I'm not really sure how this thingamajig works, or what to do with it. The parts of the tiki on this column seem movable.
Yeah. I couldn't pick that up, but So looking at the tikis. Somehow they're related. Supposed to go turtle, shark, ray, octopus thing. So which part would be, you know, the shark? And am I supposed to find the bigger versions of these symbols? Hmm. Well, we found the turtle on the back of Roy's gravestone, right? I think there was one other... Yeah, over by the cliff. Back this way. Look at that. Okay.
The river cuts through that canyon. It doesn't look safe to cross.
Somebody camped over here. Hey, it's the things.
Amulet with a carved Marquesian cross. The symbol represents balance and protection.
Harry was the only one who kept
This
his.
little fella. Why is this hammock so far from the rest of the campsite?
To be the island native, maybe? Hmm. Okay. I think I went pretty much everywhere. Get another look at back of this tombstone. Oh, it's the shark over here. Right. Okay, there's more symbols around it. Looks like teeth and then like the kind of the water symbol there. So like, can I mouse? I don't think I can. So, hmm. So this one might be the shark. Because it's near the shark symbol, right? That's the bottom left. So I use the shark's eyes, maybe? Turtle. Which one would the turtle be? The symbol in the middle of the turtle is sort of in the middle of the eyes. Okay. Okay, so between the eyes, the upper left one is like the body of the turtle. Between... I guess I got that G sort of symbol. I'm gonna say the between the eyes of the bottom right is kind of like one of the wings of the manta there. Weird. Oh, look up here. There's the symbols.
It's some sort of Polynesian coat of arms. Is that an octopus?
Okay. And that's next to... Yeah, the one with the tentacle crossed arms. Okay, so they're matching up. Left, right. Shark is in the bottom left. That leaves whatever the last one is. So those two are both gone. Well, there's part of the manta there.
But I might as well draw what I can see of it in my journal.
Okay. Didn't even notice those up there. There wasn't one back there. Back up to the swanky part of the campsite. Those symbols up there. But I think we should have enough to do it now. So we need the turtle part first, which is the one that looks like a house. Like that. Then we need the shark parts, which look like spiky eyebrows. That. Then the manta, which is the bottom right, the bleh mouth. We're already on. Whoops. And the last one is the tentacles. There. Ooh! A secret compartment. Interesting. Harry was holding that in the one picture. Ah, that's the answer. Nice. Alright, let me look around before I read the journal entry.
This appears to be the shrine of a Polynesian chieftain.
Yeah.
Impressive work. Is that a fish pattern?
Sea creature?
What kind of stone is this? I've never seen any substance quite like it. It feels... disturbing.
There's ooze in it. Look at that. Gross. Take it. That'll be the elevator, right? Alright. Let's go for a ride. Way over here.
How is that possible? fascinating technology.
Ding.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what happened here?
With the scorch marks. Okay, I want to run right up to the edge, but I also want to be methodical, right? Look at... Jeez. Detonator.
I'd better not touch it. And given what happened, they shouldn't have either.
Just worried I'm gonna turn around and see it like a body part or something. The symbols and stuff on it. Okay, let's go check out the tents. Things are getting tense. More notes, cool.
That black ooze again.
That imbecile, Roy, blew the hatch to smithereens and blew himself up with it. Don't worry, Doc. I have Mr. Everhart's okay, and this is just a controlled detonation. 3 feet closer and I wouldn't be here to tell the story. I got splashed with that black ooze and took me the whole damn evening to clean it off.
Skin alterations. Like the ones on my hands.
Skin alterations appeared on my left hand today, similar to angiomas, allergic eczema, cyanosis. Let's hope not. Took some samples of my blood to analyze. Ask for the photo of Everhart's wife's hand. Yeah? Yeah? This is like 2 days later. The spots on my skin are moving. I can feel them. Is there someone in the well? I can hear voices at night. In fact, I could swear they're calling my name. And who's playing that music? Coming from the music box?
Heavens, he's losing his mind.
Stop playing that music. Stop it, stop it, stop it. That's enough. I like it very much. Yikes. Oh,
Cripes.
jeez.
This man was splashed with that black liquid. Whoever took this picture must have a really cool head.
Yeah. Poison stuff.
Those spots look all too familiar.
That's my hand. Nora's hand.
Is this a picture of my hand?
That one's my hand. That's his hand. Okay. Ooh. Let's take a look-see.
Wait a minute. Is this what was in the doctor's blood?
Jeez. Can't interact with it.
Erythrocytes. Aren't those red blood cells?
Undefined substance, pulsating, affecting erythrocytes. Good stuff. What did you guys get into?
Ugh, I can't stand the smell of medical equipment. Reminds me of my illness.
Alright, well. Let's go take a look down the well. There's a ladder over there, I didn't even see it. Look at those eyes and stuff. I mean, there must have been a way to open it without exploding it. But if something was affecting him...
Hatch of some sort.
It's Lost Island. What's in the hatch?
Well then, I'm going down. Come on, Norah. Deep breath.
There must have been a way in besides exploding it. I just needed a key or something. Hear voices. Oh, that's creepy. I'm actually getting a little bit of
Is
chills.
somebody whispering? Hello? Is anyone down here?
Ew. I had to get close.
This
Ah!
eye, is it calling to me? Are these ornamental? Or something else?
Crew's doctor was spattered with the black ooze during the explosion that killed Roy. He developed marks on his arms like mine and started acting strangely. The stone block from the secret compartment activates some sort of ancient elevator. This gunk that many of the crew members refer to as black ooze seems to gurgle in the cracks of the stone. Shocking scene, explosion tore open the ancient stone hatch, burning most of the rocky outcrop around it. It's what killed Roy. Okay, there's an eye that looks like that. Am I supposed to get the lens to look like that?
Were these eyes related to the ritual? Do they have 2 pupils?
Yeah, that one has 3.
I feel disoriented down here.
Yes, I didn't look at all of them yet.
I almost feel as if they're watching me.
Is it just the one? Ah, check mark. Okay.
Do they have 2 pupils?
Nope. Like I said, that one had 3. There's another one. Making noises.
Another eye.
Huh.
I hear whispering.
Looks like I'm supposed to find 3 of them. Maybe there's more further in. Wait. Was that one leaking before? Ah!
I hear it. I'd better draw it
Just in case.
just in case.
So
The
wait.
whispering, it stopped. Was I imagining all that?
Oh, I heard it too. Okay. Wow. This place. Whoa. Huh.
You were close to something here, Harry. Let me see if I can solve it.
Rituals. Other realities? Forgotten civilization, not Polynesian. Black ooze used to replicate ritual. Check. Tillingist pamphlet. Yeah, the lens guy.
Well, this looks like another job by Handyman Harry.
Modify the invention, huh? To replicate the ritual? Anything on the back? Everhard, University of Denver.
Maybe he heard the whispers too.
Mr. Everhart, the doctor's been acting like an oddball ever since he got splashed with that black ooze. He's got worse after moving to the top of the cliff. Keep an eye on him. Frank. Okay. Look at this place. Wow. All right.
Well, that was easy.
Don't say that, Norah. What's the matter with you?
This should save some time.
It should. I can look around a little bit. Not much. Okay. This is as far down as I can look, so I can't look at my feet. Okay, so next is probably going into... Where's that machine? Yeah, the things with the eyes, right? I'm close, but I can't find the right combination. Huh. Size meter. Oh, there's a meter. So there's a big one at the bottom. This one. Oops. Back in. Okay. And it's like 2, 3. Yeah. There's a big one to the right. Go up there. On the far right, there's a big 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay. The meter's getting bigger. Okay. In the center, there's a medium-sized one. And there's one a little down and left. Just a little down though, right? Well, no. There's a little one, I think. I'd say that's a medium one also. And a small one above that, and then a small one up top. So here is a little one. Then all the way up over here. One? Oh, I think I got it.
Yes, I think I solved it.
Okay, but what do I
I
do
wonder
with
what I might be able to see with this lens.
Okay. Back into the well? Do I have a telescope somewhere? Oh, right here. Joey? Check it out. Okay.
It fits.
Mhm. Whoa.
What on earth? What is happening?
Huh. Looking through the telescope, I saw a ship stranded on a black beach on the other side of the island. I did? Must be the Lady Shannon, the ship that took the expedition here. I'm down under the well that Harry's crew blew open. A series of strange eyes were depicted on the walls. They were calling me, guiding me. Am I losing my mind? The crew's doctor was spattered with the black ooze. Murals tell a story of a ceremonial ritual involving the black ooze. Were they injecting it into their eyes? I'm not sure, but I think the islanders tried to initiate it. Harry tried to replicate the well ritual by tweaking his strange optical device, staining the lens with the black ooze. I don't think he ever achieved it, but I have. What I saw through that lens left me speechless. I get the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it.
My God. What was that I saw? What were those stars?
Alright, well, so there were stars at the bottom of the well, right? That bridge. Or ladder, I mean. Down we go. Oh, music though. Okay.
I can press these star-shaped tiles.
Alright, so it's time to draw the constellation we saw, right? So, left side. Wait. So that one looks different from the rest of them. It's gold. So that must be the first one. Okay. And it went, I think, there and there. Oh, the ooze. And it came back down to here. Across to... yeah, here. And here. Yeah, I'm getting the heebie-jeebies. Wait. Is that the right one on the right there? Yeah, we come in and then back out. There and there.
Right, looks like I solved it.
Woohoo! But at what cost? That looks like a door, almost. Alright, do we push the button? I think we push the button.
Great Scott! Oh, the well is filling up. That's black ooze. No. What's happening? What's happening? I'm feeling faint again.
Can't stand my feet. What have we done?
What is this? Where am I? Am I dreaming again? This is different. It isn't my recurring dream. I can't stop walking. My legs aren't responding.
Oh, look at. Look at.
Holy Moses, what is that creature on the horizon?
Right? Holy moly.
Wait a moment. No! Ah! I can breathe. Underwater.
What?
I have to get back. I have to find...
And what?
What is that? What kind of creature is this?
Where? Oh. I guess swim toward it?
I need to get a closer look.
Ooh, look at my arms. Huh.
What happened? Oh, how did I get to this beach? Oh, I have a terrible headache.
Chapter 3, The Vanishing of the Lady Shannon. That's where we're going to pick up next time. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you find it intriguing like I do. I'm looking forward to doing another episode of this next time. In the meantime, remember to be kind, have fun, and I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.